Oh, welcome to another video. This time I'm gonna do something that I've done quite a lot of times actually, even like back like 6 years ago or something like that. And that is Marine Medivac only. What I always do is like I try and go for Marine Medivac only, and I'm trying to rank up as high as I can. And that's what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, this series basically. So my record, I think back then, but then there wasn't like such thing as like Colossus annihilating Marines or like shield batteries and stuff like that. I think my record was like 6,400 something and more, which is quite a lot. I don't think I'll ever be able to reach it this time. I played Marine Medivac again like a year ago, and I got to, we can order this, and I already got to like 6.3, but then I had I reached like a certain barrier basically. Pretty much what it always comes down to though is that I tend to all in a lot. So for the first games, I'm gonna try to just play like normal. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're actually just gonna play normal. Marine Medivac macro game normal. I can't believe I'm saying that. And that will be our main plan for now. We're not gonna go into like the all-ins. We're not gonna veto any maps. We're optimizing later on when we feel like we hit that like barrier. We basically, yeah, I feel like it's basically better that way because I could veto maps that like favor my playstyle, or the opposite. I could veto maps that don't favor my playstyle. I could just like, for example, in TVT, the best strategy that I found out in my last series, like in my last attempt, was like one base 16 marine drop is actually like the best way of playing it. No, I'll not do that for now. For now, we're just gonna play the macro version, and we're gonna see how high we can go with that. Honestly, I'm not sure. This, like the macro version is like, that's the fun part, I feel like, and then optimizing is like the icing on the cake, seeing how high we can actually go. Like 6.3k or more is like pretty high. It's like higher than some of the pro gamers. Though I think if we ever reach that point, like I think as soon as I hit like a pro, like if I play, I don't know, like Clem or whatever on the ladder, I don't think I'm ever gonna beat him. Like I actually have to like beat people below my MMR, because then I still have a chance. If I go up against like people that are like 6.5 plus, then I feel like I never win. Now, one thing I want to mention in this series is we're gonna open up Reaper Expand. Just because it's the regular opening, I don't want to like mess up my opening too much. So I'll give myself a Reaper, especially against Protoss, so I can scout. But I'm not gonna be aggressive with the Reaper. This is gonna be solely a scouting Reaper. In case you don't know why I emphasize that, like the Reaper can actually cause a lot of trouble, so I don't want to like do that and win the game with a single Reaper and give me an advantage. So no, what we're gonna do is like just oh, I need to scout, by the way. This is TVT. I'm already way too late with the scout. I'm just gonna put it here because like there's just like the way I play usually, and in the end I do want to go scout with it. I think it'd be kind of stupid for me to like limit myself to like troll builds, because like this is just part of the Terran build, going for a Reaper fast expand, isn't it? So I feel like it's fair to do that. Like maybe you want to copy my build. Maybe I'm gonna make a tutorial. Yeah, I should do that on how to play Mass Marine. If I do so, I feel like it's kind of nice to go Reaper expand, because it's just the norm. It's just the way you're supposed to play the game. He's opening up double gas. I'm quite surprised by that, because this is my first match in the placement. And my opponent seems to already know what he's doing. That is something that makes me feel uncomfortable. Imagine this is my first video of this series and I just lose it. Like the first placement match. What embarrassment that would be. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead, build a bunker here because he does go double gas. And we're gonna go for, let's go for 3 racks, so that we get a lot of Marines out. We have the Reaper here that we can use for scouting later on, not now, but later on. And now we're just gonna hope he doesn't jump into our main base. That's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting back here with my units. Expanding, I'm just waiting until the bunker is done. As soon as the bunker is complete, a lot of things will go much better. Now I went for a very fast reactor because it didn't seem like my opponent was doing something dangerous. He just seems to be playing the regular like Hell Reaper shenanigans. So that's not something I really consider too dangerous or threatening, I should say. So I just didn't go for more Marines. I went straight into the reactor. And we actually defended very well there, as you can see. We didn't take any damage, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm still shocked that he's able to execute this build, because like, this is like quite high level. Now this was an account that I used before, but now it's like unranked, so like now I can do plate matches again. So maybe this guy's like already like diamond or whatever. I would actually appreciate that if we could start off like really high MMR. Sometimes if you play on an account that used to be high level, so this account used to be like ranked like top 10 GM, but now it's unranked. It works very strangely, but the way that it works is that sometimes if like at some point if you haven't played on that account for like a year, it will reset entirely, but not entirely, just you can do all 5 place matches again. And then when you do those, the place matches actually start way higher. So like my first placement match, like usually it's against like a Gold League player or something like that. But because my account used to have MMR, it could be that now like my first match is against like a diamond, high diamond player. I'm talking about it like from experience here, because I used to do this as well on such an account, and then I played like 10 games and it was Master League. So that could be the case here. That would obviously be quite nice, because then we can go against like high level people faster. Anyways, we have combat shields and stim finishing up. So I'm just gonna attempt our first push here with the Marine squad. And in the meantime, I'm just attacking up to the starport in order to get Medivacs out. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. I scouted that he's going Cloak Banshees. What did I not make? Like turrets? Or I also didn't save any scans. Well, let's just stim it in, I guess. We're gonna send the Marines forward that get targeted, and now we're just gonna kill everything. That's gonna make him like F2 or something to like an extreme response. And then that gives us at the same time like enough time to just be fine on the other side. He's microing the Banshee, so because of that I'm not gonna bother scanning him. This one he's not paying attention to, so I will scan this. Well, he was paying attention to it like last second, but that's too late. So we do get the kill, we can go for more upgrades.
Not enough minerals.
And we can also get ourselves a third base. I'm getting the upgrades first, because I'm floating a lot of gas. I took 4 gases, that seems a little bit overkill. Gotta definitely optimize our build order a little bit, because like I would prefer taking a third base earlier, in fact. But it's okay.
Not enough minerals.
We'll be making more Marines. We'll be going for another push, but this time it will be a drop, because he's not gonna expect it, right?
Additional supply.
I'm gonna go for a sneaky one while being supply block. That's one of my signature moves though, so if anything that's awesome if I'm supply block.
Add-on complete.
We're gonna set up the drop here, we're gonna get the upgrades to spend our gas, and we're gonna get more Medivacs to spend our gas. Spending gas, in the end, like this is how I set up, so this is how I should operate. If I have too much gas, if I made, like that's a mistake, sure, I'm gonna use that mistake to get upgrades. And there we go. That's our first win against the Mac Terran. Mass Banshee Terran. He was pretty high already, right? No, he was like, that's Platinum League, okay. Let's go for the next one. I'll not be cutting this video because I think we're gonna find a game like immediately. So if this takes like less than 30 seconds, there will not be a cut here. There we go. Also our stats increase. You can see the stats count on the top right. I'll update it right now, in fact, because I just won a game. Barcode Protoss next. Let's go. As long as we don't play TVT, I'm actually more... Actually, I don't know what's worse, TVT or TVP. In fact, maybe TVP is the worst in the macro game.
Not enough minerals.
TVP is quite hard when they have Colossus. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what if he makes, like, 6 Colossus and just sits there?
Not enough minerals.
Like, I have to, like, out-expand him and stuff like that, but, like, what if he goes for, like, an all-in?
Not enough minerals.
I have to base trade then, but, like, what if he has, like, 2 Colossus at home? Like as soon as you have like a handful of Colossus, like Marines just become completely useless. So then if he just sits home with like another Colossus, then
Additional
that will be
supply
tough. That
depots
will be
required.
tough without like all-inning him. Talking about like a macro setup, so like
Not enough
2 to
minerals.
3, and then
Not
obviously
enough
more
minerals.
bases. We're
Not
gonna open
enough
up Reaper
minerals.
fast expand again. Or maybe I'm gonna go reactor expand, I'm not 100% sure yet. I feel like the Reaper fast expand is nice, because you can get some scouting. I like to get some scouting. Especially at like lower level, I feel like it's easy to use the Reaper for scouting. At higher or more, Protosses are very good at like denying information. And they also wall off against the Reaper on some of the maps, so you can't get any information. But on like usually if you go Reaper, you should always be able to just send it into their main and get some information. That should really not be an issue.
Insufficient.
Yeah, we're gonna be opening up once again with the fast expand here. I'm gonna take workers off the gas so I can make it earlier. In this case, third command center. In this case, also the second command center, but I wanna go for a third base in this game. Like really fast. Oh, I need some more gas mining actually. Because I wanna make the reactor straight away as well. Oh, we need like significant more gas
Command
mining
center
walls.
upgrade
A
complete.
little bit too sloppy on that, as you can see. We are floating,
Insufficient Vespine gas.
or we are wasting some time at least. Okay, now we're good. We can take some workers off gas again. Oh wait, I don't want to send the Reaper across the map because, as I've said, this is not in the spirit of the challenge to win the game with a single Reaper. That will be another challenge, perhaps.
Not enough minerals.
We're gonna make the third, just like that. And then we're just gonna wait, see what happens. We can already start getting another barracks as well. I have nothing to hide, so we'll place it right where my wall is. I have nothing to hide anyways.
Not enough minerals.
Well, I have to, like usually I have stuff to hide, but here I'm just making marines anyways. I could also name my account Marine only or something like that. Either way, we're gonna make a bunker. Don't commit with the Reaper yet. We're gonna wanna have it at home in case he does like a adept stalker or like anything attack. And as you can see, there's a stalker. I just aim with my unit, and now I can like micro a little bit against it. Oh, he did not target the Reaper, so he's actually gonna lose the stalker. That is a very silly trait. This is also around the time that we can commit for Cheeky Scout, isn't it? So let's do that. And we're gonna just be happy with that. Oh, we didn't have full gas mining. I was wondering why I don't have a lot of gas. Sloppy once again. And now we're gonna scout. No, there's a stalker there, so I'm not gonna scout. He's very active with the stalker. I'm very shocked. Is this how like diamond, like low diamond? This is like low diamond. They have like good reaction times now. I'm very positively surprised by that. Because I thought I could just jump into the main and get free information, but we definitely have to pay some attention here.
Command center upgrade complete.
Yeah, there's the third base. That's a very good, like that's very good information. Obviously, we're gonna make a third barracks and an EV as well because we have a lot of minerals. And you always want to make the EV around the time you make the
Not enough minerals.
the factory, because then as soon as you get Medivacs out, like your +1 upgrades. Oh wait, I killed a probe. That's cheating. I killed one of my SCVs in return now, because I killed a probe with the Reaper.
Not enough.
I'm not supposed to get any damage done with the Reaper, because this is a Marine Medivac only challenge. The Reaper is not like part of the show. It only does the scouting. So I'm punishing myself by killing an SCV, and now we're gonna make more depots. The factory is done, so we can just get a starport on that.
Not enough minerals.
Taking my gases as well, so that
Not enough minerals.
I have a lot of gas to make add-ons in particular. Now in this case I went triple command center. So like spending my minerals is a whole lot easier than in the other game.
Insufficient Vespine.
I mean spending my gas, I mean. Because I have so much like mineral income through my like 3 command center setup. And now this is probably the most annoying part about going Marine Medivac only in a, like against Protoss. Because they can be so annoying with their stalkers. And that is the time where I want to take my third base. So I would really appreciate if he wasn't constantly in front of my base, blinking away, and like kiting. That is really annoying, and there's nothing I can do about that. If I like don't want to like expand later, but I do not want to expand later. Expanding at this time is what I want to do. So yeah, this is really annoying. He's getting on my nerves. Don't forget to make depots.
Not enough minerals.
And don't forget to get more upgrades. As you can see, I have a lot of gas. I might as well spend it. I'm not gonna take the gases at my third, after all. Oh, come on, Stalkers. Stop being so annoying. They outranged the Marines, that's why they're obviously so annoying. Let's take a fourth base. There we go. Kill a Stalker. Sick. And we're just gonna go for it. I'm shocked to see he's like constantly micro. That's very good by him. I'm gonna set up a drop. Hopefully the Stalkers aren't here. Wow, he's paying attention there as well. Well, I mean, obviously the Stalkers were gonna be there, but that's not a big issue. Let's make more barracks or more Marines. I have a lot of gas. I can like get a sensor tower. Oh wow, I made 8 barracks, but I don't have like any depots. Amazing. My depot management has been atrocious, I have to admit. This might hurt your eyes, this kind of supply block. I'm so sorry about that. Don't turn off yet. I'm gonna drop a cooldown so you don't have to suffer any longer. I can totally understand if this is like hard to watch. If I'm watching someone who's like supply block for like ages, I always get so frustrated. Okay, we're gonna go for the double drop because that's our signature move. The multi-prong is what we like to do. Wow, he has a lot of units. Is this like a Zealot Stalker challenge? That's amazing. Placement matches have become very difficult in StarCraft, I have to say. Is this not normal? Write me a comment and tell me, is this like normal? Because I'm like struggling for sure. Like, what if he adds Colossus now? He's already on 3 base, he might as well. What if there's gonna be some Colossus as well? It's just Stalkers and Zealots? I mean, I think that's fine. Stalkers and Zealots aren't amazing. So that's pretty okay, yeah. You can do that. We're just gonna take our base here, making a couple turrets against like incoming DTs, and now we're gonna go for the attack. Let's see if we can get the kill. Yeah, okay, he's pulling away the probe, so that means he might have some more attack behind it. He might be going into, let's say, Colossus tech or High Templar tech, Splash, that's what I'm referring to. He does not have any upgrades though, and that's where he's gonna like suffer. And he doesn't seem to have a transition, so... He had a lot of stuff when I attacked him first, but now suddenly, the turn, like, we definitely have like way more than him now. So this really like emphasizes our amazing macro, doesn't it? Okay, I think we can push for the win. I didn't move to drop at the same time, that's my bad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we can push for the win here. Let's go. No gases. Oh, now I see that he's not spending his chrono boost. I guess that's where it went wrong. There we go, GG. And an XD for the thumbnail. Thank you very much for that. Sick. That is our first 2 games. I think because these are the placement matches, let's do one more for this video. This will be a little bit of a longer, I suppose. Three games should be fine. Like I said, place matches, we find games immediately here. So I don't even have to do any cuts or whatever. See? We're already in the next game. This will be our next game. 2-0 so far. What do we have here? Let's see.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Let's have a look. He wishes us good luck, so... In tournaments I never do, but like, on the ladder, let's be nice and say, hey, good luck, have fun. He wishes us luck twice.
Go ahead.
He wants to be extra nice. I think it does feel like we should spice things up as long as we still can. You know what I like to do in... Like, I'm not trying to get like the best stats ever.
What's going on?
This is a macro challenge in the beginning and then we optimize. So we're gonna open up CZ first in this game. In a TVT.
Bad news?
We do want to spice things up a little bit. Otherwise it would just be boring me making Marines. The first two games were a nice warm-up. But now we start the real strategies here.
Ah, you're scared.
We're gonna go CC first into another barracks, not CC first like in my other video.
Not enough minerals.
That is too extreme. These are the strats that I save for like Grandmaster protesses. We're gonna go for like this. CC first into barracks
Not
and
enough
barracks.
minerals.
I make them very close to the wall. We can get siege from the low ground. That's something to keep in mind, so you might not want to do that. It might just be a mistake.
Ready.
It is certainly a mistake, I think.
What's going?
And we're also gonna go for a third barracks. Now, one of the reasons you don't see CC first that often like this, like look at my mineral mining. I'm already fully saturated. I'm making 3 barracks. So like any additional worker is like inefficient mining. That's also why you go Reaper fast expand.
Base is
Because
under attack.
if you take a gas, you have way more efficient mining than if you don't. Because this is what happens if you don't take a gas. Like I want CC first and I'm still oversaturated in my minerals. It's like really inefficient. And no, I don't want to take the gas too early because then it's like also inefficient because if I'm take like a gas or so, like it takes some time to build. I mean the build that I'm doing now is pretty efficient, but it's also like ridiculously greedy because I don't have any gas. So yeah, Reaper expand is just way more efficient.
Command
It's like the
center
perfect
upgrade complete.
in between basically.
Go ahead.
Let's make a bunker. It's very important to make a bunker, I suppose, because if they go for like any tank wall in, then the bunker can buy us a lot of time. Okay, we're gonna have to make a depot
Not
here.
enough minerals.
Don't want to get supply block. I get way too often supply block already.
Ready.
So we're making sure that that's not the case in this game.
CV ready.
Put 4 Marines in the bunker and the rest I'm just gonna put in the main for now in case he wants to jump up with a few Reapers there.
Additional supply depots.
We're lucky that he doesn't go for a Reaper like all in.
Additional supply.
That's very nice. And at this point I need an eBay and I need a tac lab. We need a tac lab for stim or combat shields. I don't know what's better to get, honestly. Because like getting stim against like a tank all-in is not great. Because if you stim your Marines, they just die immediately against the tanks. But I think stim is always the better choice. Because of the mobility it gives you. It gives you that
Add-on
boost.
Complete.
I think it's always the better choice. I mean, to me it's like a very simple choice. People like to go for combat shields because, like, let's say 10 combat shields Marines win against like 10 stim Marines without combat shields. But like the mobility is like way more important in my opinion. Okay, I'm just gonna play it completely blind, so that means we're gonna make turrets instead of like scouting, basically. I'll be making like turrets like this in my mineral line.
Insufficient Vespene
Take a gas. Don't get supply block, it's very important. Because we're gonna try to defend with the macro. But basically doing that. Macro defense. If that makes sense. I don't think it does. There isn't such thing as like macro defense, because what I refer to is like making a huge mass of units and defending with that. That's sort of the macro defense, but
Additional
at this point we're
not
just
enough.
hoping for the best. I do think what we can do is like send out a Marine because he doesn't seem to do anything. You might wonder why I'm not getting like any add-ons or anything. Oh, that was some juicy hell. Oh my goodness. Some like add-ons right now. It's because I first want to make a lot of units early on to be safe, basically. Like now I feel like we're pretty safe because he's like harassing us like that. Doesn't seem like there's anything like dangerous happening. It's because now I feel like we're pretty safe. We can like drop the mules, get another command center, finish our starport, get more gas mining. Like now I'm pretty safe, so now we can make those add-ons. And also additional production facility. Because we're making add-ons right now, it means that we're like not able to produce units at the moment. So I'm gonna use that little like downtime to make
Not
additional
insufficient
production
vessel
facilities.
add-on
And obviously Medivacs,
complete.
they are going to be very handy as well.
Additional not enough.
Medivacs are amazing. Supply block? Oh no, is this a legit?
Not
Oh
enough
my
minerals.
goodness.
Not
I have a
enough
cooldown, but
minerals.
still.
Not enough.
Ah, my goodness. I'm so sorry for that. But it's okay. So now it seems like the best strategy is going to be to go for a cheeky drop. Because he has like units in front of our base.
Additional supply.
So I think I need to get mobility some other way.
Stop.
And the way that I will be getting mobility is through like Medivacs on the map.
Upgrade.
Now, I hope he
complete.
doesn't have like vision here. It doesn't seem like he has. So we're gonna get some Medivacs on the map.
Add-on.
Like the only thing I'm really like not worried about, but like we have to take this sort of like step by step. So the first step is like, does he have a third? That's the first step. Like if he all-in says we can counterattack, of course, that's like another thing why the drop is nice. We have a bunker here that makes us pretty
Not
safe.
enough.
And then we have like a counter drop. But like what it really does is like seeing if he's like playing ridiculously
Research
greedy,
complete.
and then I can make a reaction. And now I can get control
Command center.
on all the sides.
Base
Oh,
is under attack.
not if he jumps into our main base again. This will also give us time to drop because he's like not paying attention. So let's just YOLO in because he's microing the recalls. And we're dealing a lot of damage here. At the same time I'm moving my other units. And I'm just going for the STV line. If I can like kill stuff, I'll do that. I don't care about losing those units. I can reproduce them like really fast. And actually in this case we're just straight up winning the game. That's an unbelievable drop.
Not
GG.
enough.
There we go. Another one on the board. That will do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We won our first 3 games. This guy was Diamond 3. Yeah. Next up will be the remaining playoff matches. So hope to see you there. Leave a like and a comment if you haven't already. Bye bye.